The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Sam lived in a little village, in the mountains. Every day, he took the sheep from the village, up the hill, to a grassy meadow.
Here we are, again.
He watched them, from morning until evening. Then he took them home again.
This way, mutton brain.
Every day was the same. Sam was lonely, and he was so bored.
Same old mountains, same old trees.
All his friends were down in the village. He tried talking to the sheep, but they didn't have much to say.
And how are you today?
Nobody ever comes up here, moaned Sam. Nothing ever happens. One day, he had an idea.
I could make something happen.
He ran down the hill to the village.
Help! Help! What's the matter?
A wolf! He shouted. A wolf has come out of the forest.
Come quickly.
Everyone ran up the hill with him. Hurry! My sheep! Puffing and panting, they reached the meadow. Of course, there was no wolf. The sheep were quietly eating their grass. All that way, for nothing. The villagers were angry, but Sam just laughed.
That was funny.
No, it wasn't.
A few days later, Sam was bored again. He ran down the hill, to the village.
Help! Help!
What's the matter now? A wolf! He shouted. A wolf has come out of the forest.
Come quickly.
Some people didn't believe him.
Oh, yes.
But most ran up the hill to see.
We'd better make sure.
Puffing and panting, they reached the meadow. Of course, there was no wolf. The sheep were quietly eating their grass. Everyone was very angry, but Sam just laughed.
What are you grinning at?
A week later, Sam was bored again. He ran down the hill to the village.
Help! Help!
There really is a wolf.
Most people didn't believe him this time. Just a few ran up the hill.
Come quickly.
Puffing and panting, they reached the meadow. Of course, there was no wolf. The sheep were quietly eating their grass.
You think you are so clever.
Now everyone was furious. Sam laughed and laughed. A few days later, a wolf did come out of the forest. Sam was terrified. He ran down to the village, as fast as he could.
Help, please.
Help!
Nobody believed him.
Do you think we are so stupid?
I promise you, there is a wolf.
Sam begged them to come with him. This time, they just laughed at him.
You have to help me.
In the end, Sam had to go back up the hill, all alone. The wolf had killed some of the sheep. The rest had run away. Sam stayed in the meadow until it was dark. Finally, the villagers came to find him. Our sheep. No.
I told you. Why didn't you believe me?
He asked.
You always told lies before.
They said.
I am sorry. I have learned my lesson. Never again.
Said Sam. The moral of the story about the boy who cried wolf is, no one believes liars, even when they tell the truth.